All right, my man. State your name. Let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
Well, my name is Andre Corky Ortiz from Harlem.
All
They
right.
call me the Latin Assassin.
Okay.
Still playing Masters, representing Harlem. We just won championship out in Coral Springs and whatnot. And I won another tournament out in Maxie.
Okay.
I'm here with Nick.
All right.
And I mean, I saying me and Nick talk.
Hey, by the way, how old are you, sir?
66.
Oh, man. Still balling.
Still balling. It's in the G's, Bob. I ain't going nowhere. These legs keep moving. I'm going to keep playing. And they're 75, 70, 80 playing ball. You'll have to see this because this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? But like they said, if you're a baller, I'm one of the ballers, but I'm baller for life. You know, until they don't take these legs out of me, with all these tournaments, that's 80, and long I can stay healthy and run up and down the court.
I was about to ask you that.
I'm going to be on it.
Because health is wealth, man.
Oh, yes, it is.
So
without that, you ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
Okay? You have to take care of yourself. No sooner, say, like, after 40, 45.
It's a different ball game.
It's a different ball game. You don't take care of yourself, you start deteriorating. And your pieces, we don't have those pieces like we had before. They can recuperate like in a week or not. It takes months to recuperate at our age.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Now, speaking of pieces, the Knicks need a few pieces when we speak of what's on the roster. Talk to me, man. We fishing. We getting our bass, catfish, whatever we doing this off season. Knicks is not in the tournament. When we speak of that, of the NBA Finals, man. Talk to me, man.
Look, about all these pieces,
right?
Knicks fans, be patient. Be patient. Okay? We should be very proud of this team. No matter they didn't get to the finals, it's the work that they put in and what they did at the end of that season. Because if Randle would have not got hurt and how they were playing basketball, it would have been a different game.
You think we would have been playing Denver in the finals?
We had a possibility. I can tell you that. You know, if he was healthy, you know, because he was consistent. And all that comeback and how they regrouped and picked up pieces on that before that deadline, like that kid Hart. You know, that was a big addition because he can play D, he can guard the wing. But look, Knicks fans, and we all, I know, go agree with me with this, is we need a big superstar coming our way. A guy like Mitchell, Durant, someone that goes be a consistent every night, 21 for a win. I'm not taking nothing, Mr. Brunson. I tip my hat out for you. Of what you've done to accumulate the most important piece of the whole puzzle, which is the point guard. Before, we used to choke down the stretch because we did not have that handle. Now, we made mental mistakes down the stretch, not doing what we're supposed to do. And that's including Mr. Brunson.
Okay. So what you got to say about Jalen Brunson? Because some say he shoots too much and he don't get others involved. I mean, if you was to critique his game, what would you say?
It's not to get others involved. He don't got the pieces to have, you know, when he penetrates, they come and slack off and pitches out. You ain't got consistent shooters. The only one I can see that was shooting very well and really played basketball was Oakley. You'd be shot before Hart came in, you know, to really clamp down on the...
You said Oakley?
What's my name?
You mean Randle?
I'm talking the guard now. We're talking about
Jalen Brunson.
No, he was starting with him, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson. Quickly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, cool. But besides him, there's no shooters. No shooters at all. You have... This game has changed so much. You know what I'm saying? We got to change with it. You know what I'm saying? Get shooters around the point guard, but when he does penetrate, he can pitch out to the people that he know that can rock it from anywhere.
So let's get to the chase. You saying Randle's the reason why the Knicks is home right now? Who gets the blame, man?
Who gets the blame?
Yeah.
you know something? This is a team thing. And if it's a team thing, ain't no blame. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to blame no one, because no one expected the New York Knicks to be going for fighting to get to the championship of the Eastern Conference. So I'm going to say team, you know, because one player doesn't make it. A team does it. You see? Okay.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Okay.
5-man rotation, right? Each man got a man to guard, right? What happens if you're responsible for your man and you're not preventing that man? I mean, you're not putting a stoppage to that man. Can that be an outcome of a serious man if everyone's doing their job individually?
Yes, but what you know what it is, and the Knicks got a big problem that they always commit too early on the defensive end to try to trap or help out, and that causes situations on the court. You see what I'm saying? Especially a smart team that got shooters penetrate like Curry and them that attacks and then just pitch it out. Just like and I'm gonna be real. Look what happened to Golden State. You shoot the three, you die by the three. And they died because they didn't have nothing left in that game 7 to shoot.
All right, let's pinpoint on the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks postseason series. You've seen that, right?
Yes.
What went wrong, man? What went wrong in that series, man? We was beating them at the Heat all season long, man. It's like a deja vu when we played the Atlanta Hawks. We had their number all season, and then come postseason, we act like we was clueless.
You know something? I think they ran into a jigsaw. That's what happened. They ran into a jigsaw. You know, taking nothing Miami, taking away nothing from Miami, but Miami, well, Mr. Butler, you know, orchestrating everything, but he's, you know, doing his thing and making sure the other ball players around him are involved. You see? And that's the ball movement. That's what you call it. You move the ball and move yourself, something's going to happen in those 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And I think on the pick and roll, the Knicks have really got to tighten up on that. Because people just do pick and roll on them and they just get layups, 10-foot jump shots. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you got to, you know, adjust. Whether you switch or whatever, you got to make up your mind. You can't leave two guys on one and then you just opening up a can of worms. You see what I'm saying? Especially like a team like Miami. You do that, did that with Butler and he made you pay because he had the shooter. You know, and Miami, I tip my hat out to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to tip your hat out to them. And I tip my hat out to the New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Because they gave all they could. But if healthy Randle, that's what's coming here. I'm telling you.
So,
because he was playing consistent basketball. And they criticized him a lot in the beginning of the season and everything, but he just started to gel and be Mr. Randle himself.
But see, that's not the problem Knicks fans have when we speak of Julius Randle. We all know what he can do during the regular season. It's the postseason, man, where it counts, when it matters that Knicks fans are getting frustrated.
Well,
When we speak of number 30, man. We're getting frustrated when you listen.
Your superstar is not producing like he's supposed to be producing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got you. But he's not one of those guys like a Durant, a Booker, a Mitchell. You know, these guys come and get theirs every night. You know what I'm saying? And he got the potential to do it, but he got to get his mindset and deal, you know, and go. I agree with you, and I agree with the Knicks fans. You know what I'm saying? I do agree with you on both ends of this. You know, because the superstar got to show up, no matter what, even if on one leg. But you got to show up. You know, and that hurted him.
Because Jimmy Butler, let me tell you something. Jimmy Butler had an ankle injury too. He pushed through. No excuse.
No, you beat me to the punch. You beat me to the question I was going to even answer to myself, right?
Yeah.
But that's a different animal. That's a different animal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's a different animal because he wanted this. And he knew if he don't play, the team ain't going to win. You see? And with him just being on the court, expired the rest of the team. You know, just like Willis Reed did with us when he walked out on the 7th game of '69, and what the Lakers were looking at. They were like, and when the game started, who did the work? The whole team. Clyde, everybody else showed up.
Because they was inspired.
That's what and you can't.
And he only had 4 points.
No, he made the first 2 baskets of the day, and it wasn't his points. It's what he did by showing up on one leg, and that the ball player said, he's our chief. If our chief came out like that, we got to fight for him. And they fought. They fought like dogs and pulled it off. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like, you know,
and that's what we're looking for, especially when you got a young asset in Obi Toppin, who a lot of Knicks fans feel should get more minutes.
I agree. That's a big body that knows how to play. You know, he ain't like you teaching him. He's gonna go in there and throw down. You see what I'm saying? And the more confidence you give that big boy, well, that's a big boy. That's 6'9" down low, you know, and whatnot, and he can shoot. That's what I'm saying. Big man. Now we got centers shooting jumpers. Jovic is in another world. I bring him up because and he plays the game at a what? 70 speed, or maybe even 60, and what he does.
Okay, talk to me about the coaching, man. Was Tom Thibodeau out-coached in that Miami Heat series?
Oh, definitely. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. Everybody know that.
In what way? In what way was he out-coached?
Look, motivation parts. You should have seen him, how he was talking to the guys on the timeouts and everything. It just matches him when they, you know, when the camera goes to the other side.
Okay.
You know, and I caught two games that he was like, the way he expressed himself, you know, and whatnot, like he ain't have that real faith that like the guys can get this shit done. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the face and everything at both coaches. And while the other coach told him, yo, stay doing what you're doing. You know, don't worry, it's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Have faith in it. And they know what he was talking about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And
right.
They stayed with it. And they, you know, in a moment, the game changed.
Was there a rotation issue in your eyes concerning Tom Thibodeau during that Miami Heat New York Knicks series?
Of course, yes, definitely. You know, he should have used that bench more. He should have used it, whether 3-4 minutes, you know, dip and dab, you know, get your men some rest. Some guys ain't even have no legs for that 7th game?
Right.
The 7th game, they have no legs.
That
was a big part. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they fought like dogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking that away from them. You know, because they knew that when to lose, you know, one of us got to go home.
Right.
You know, so but it's just the ball didn't bounce our way because that game, all of a sudden, the Knicks couldn't even make a basket. Nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm talking about Brunson. I'm talking about nobody.
Wait. Why would you say Brunson couldn't make a basket?
Because, you know, Brunson gets his on streaks. You see what I'm saying? And on the run. I don't like him when he's trying to set, you know, half-court set. Look how simple, half-court set. He doesn't give it up and go and cut through, pick for the other guy and move. Everything is one-on-one. Can't do that every moment in the NBA. And that's why I love Denver Nuggets. I took them from the beginning of the playoffs. One simple reason. You got a big man nobody can touch, but they also throw back picks. You know what I'm saying? Back picks, moving the ball. Jovic averaged what? Triple doubles almost in the whole playoff. That never happened before. You know what I'm saying? But it's the way he does it without effortless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Effortless. It's like, you know, I ain't see him do all of this. You know, when you look at the tapes, he's doing this, bashing, getting 25, 30. You know.
Yeah.
But my Knicks, you know, apart from everything that went down this year, you know what I'm saying? Nobody expected our boys to do what they did anyway. Keep your head up, New York.
So my one question to you would be, do you want Randle back?
Me? If I can trade him for like a Durant or a Score, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it in a heartbeat. You know, in a heartbeat, because one thing I don't like about Randle is he yaps too much. You know what I'm saying? And as a ball player and as your superstar, you know what I'm saying? You got to listen sometimes. And you can't show negative vibe to the people that's coming to see you. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, this happened to me. So I'm speaking for me. I ain't speaking for nobody. This is what I saw. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the no-no. And you don't challenge your coach. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then all that gonna do is put fire.
And him and Immanuel Quickley had an incident where he screamed on Quickley.
See, you gotta know when, and pick your moments. But no, don't pick them there. To down them in front of everybody, in front of 20,000 fans. You know what I'm saying?
So are you saying he's a cancer in the locker room? Is Julius Randle a cancer?
No, man, I wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I really wouldn't say that. But put a superstar next to him.
We got a superstar, man.
No, he ain't no superstar.
Who is not a superstar? Jalen Brunson is not a.
Randle. Randle is not a superstar. He's a star, not a superstar. Okay? I don't care what anybody can tell me. He's a great ball player. He can be this and he can be that. But he's not a superstar.
All right.
My eye.
And there we have it, man. Harlem OG, Latin Assassin on Real Talk with Nick, breaking it down during this whole season. And we out. Peace.